Hey guys, how's it going? So today I've got gonna do a little gaming rig build for a friend of mine who I hadn't talked to in quite a while. I used to work with this guy, and he hit me up here a week and a half ago or whatever like it was, and we ordered a bunch of parts off of Amazon. They arrived here earlier this week, and he brought stuff over here the other day, and I've got all of it here set out on my table. We're gonna go ahead and a minute here and unbox everything, and then go ahead and do the build. But it's highly focused on Corsair components, and it's going to be a nice looking little mid-tower, a mid to upper range gaming rig for my friend. So stick around, we'll get this stuff out of the box. If you haven't already done so, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Thanks. Alright, so the components for today's build are a Corsair 4000D airflow mid-tower case with a nice tempered glass side panel. We've got a Sabrent 2TB Rocket Q series. This is only a Gen 3 drive, but there's really no appreciable difference for gaming between Gen 3 and Gen 4, as Linus Tech Tips outlined on his channel. And these are significantly less money for the same storage capacity. So we've got a 2TB NVMe drive. We've got 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance Pro DDR4 3600 MHz memory. So he'll have nice fast gaming memory to go along with his Ryzen processor. Our CPU is the Ryzen RM750x. That's 8 core, 16 thread with a max boost of 4.7 gigahertz. Nice little processor, should be excellent for gaming. Our motherboard is an AORUS X570 Ultra gaming motherboard. Should be fine for our needs here. Has room for a couple extra NVMe drives eventually if he goes for more storage, but should be fine for what we're doing here. And our power supply is a Corsair RM750X gold certified fully modular supply, so that'll be nice for his for this gaming rig. If he gets a bit of a higher end card down the line, he'll be able to have a little extra power in case he gets a, maybe like a 3070 Ti or a 3080, which can use quite a bit of power. Our CPU cooler is a Corsair iCUE series H100i RGB Pro XT. It's about the longest mouthful of a name you can imagine spitting out, but nice little 240 millimeter radiator, RGB cooling on the block itself. And the fans that come with it are not RGB, and the case fans that come with this are not RGB either. So we're going to be only doing, like, the RAM will light up, the CPU cooler block will light up, and then the motherboard, whatever lighting it has, but there won't be any lighting in the case itself unless we decide to install some Corsair fans in the future that can light up and sync with all this iCUE software. And then the final component is the video card, which is an RTX 2070, not a super, just a standard 2070 XC series from EVGA. And this was donated by a friend of my friend who lives out in California, and I will make sure to remember what his name is here in a minute when I start doing the build. I'm supposed to give him a shout out here. So apparently the name of his friend is Brandon Kays. I couldn't remember that for some reason. It was one of those right on the tip of your tongue scenario, but donated from a friend of his. It's a nice thing to donate to somebody. This is the 8 gig, again, original model, not a super, a standard 2070 XC edition from EVGA, but still a very nice card. Should definitely still be able to handle modern gaming well at 1080p or even some at 1440p. And with the rest of this system, this should all be a quite nice little system for my friend. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and unbox everything and get it put together here and fire it up. So stick around, let's get going. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the process. To my friend formerly from work, Ishmael, I hope you enjoyed the new build. It's clearly up and running. I've already got the system on my display over there. The BIOS, it posted, so that's good, because if it didn't do that, there was clearly something wrong. But the CPU is idling at like 36 degrees, so that's good. And I've enabled the extreme memory profile to get your memory up to 3600 megahertz, so that's working. And the other thing left to do is install Windows, and I already created a installation media on a thumb drive. I downloaded the latest version from the Microsoft website with patches and so forth, so we don't have to download a bunch of shit once Windows is installed. So there's really the only thing to do is to get it installed, and when you're ready to come check it out, we can get you logged in with your Microsoft account and then start downloading any games or software that you want. But it's going to be a nice machine, man. I'm really geeked about it. Hope you like the way it turned out. It's really nice. Like I say, as you may have noticed, like the case doesn't come with any RGB fans. It comes with just basic fans, and I actually swapped in. It came with one 120 millimeter on the front and one on the back, and I had a couple 140 millimeter. I think there was one 140 on the front, so I put in another 140 that I had already, and so now you have two 140s on the front and a 120 on the back. And then, of course, you have two 120s on the top, exhausting air out through the top of the radiator on your Corsair, I think it was H100i XT, blah, 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 the really long-named cooling device. But I like it. Like, you can't really see the lighting a ton. It's just subtle through and the tempered glass is, I gotta say, it looks like they tinted it or something. It's darker than usually these kind of things are. Like, my systems downstairs, my Intel system and my Threadripper system both have tinted glass sides, but they're not dark like this. You can see things through them a little bit better. So it's almost like you tinted the windows on your car. Whether you like that or not, we'll have to wait and see. You can have a look at it when you get off work. But I like it. I think it turned out nice. I like this case. This is, again, the Corsair 4000D Airflow is what it's called. It's got a nice little mesh on the front, and you can take the front off, pop it off, and then there's like a dust filter that you can remove. There's a dust filter on the bottom for the power supply, so periodically if you need to clean it, like, that prevents dust from getting into your components as much, and then you can just blow out those dust filters with a little compressed air or wipe them off with I use like the little Swiffer duster, and that does a nice job. Gets dust off of electronics well. But anywho, the only thing we really need to do, like I say, is get the OS installed and some games or something, so we can make sure that this video card your friend sent you is working correctly. I don't see why it wouldn't. It's clearly working in that it posted, and we have a display, but just to make sure it doesn't overheat or anything weird. I cleaned it really good as well with a bunch of compressed air, so there was some dust in it, but it's about as close to new as I could get it without taking it apart. So again, hope everybody will enjoy the video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd like to do more hardware related stuff here in the near future. Hopefully I can get some more people from work or whatever to let me help them out or use their stuff. Like with the 3060 Ti, bought that for a different person, and he let me review it on the channel before he took ownership of it, that kind of thing. So I may not be getting as much new hardware for myself right now until NVIDIA launches like the RTX 4090 or whatever they do next, etc. That might be a while yet before I buy any new hardware for myself. I was thinking about doing a Threadripper Pro system, but I might wait until the new Threadripper 5000 series stuff comes out and see what I can do with that. But that said, again, appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you again real soon. Bye.